Hi, my name is John Breckel, and I'm owner of Classic Carpentry. We're here centered in Naples, Florida. We're doing renovations, high-end millwork. We have a small cabinet shop on east side of town. My heart was in restoring things, right? Bringing things back to life. People are looking for something unusual, something unique, something that nobody else has. I've never let go of my Midwest work ethic. Our clients know exactly what they're going to get when one of our trucks pulls up. Our team of carpenters are backed up by a shop, which brings a higher quality product as well as more organized. So if there's a problem in the field, it's easily fixed because we're 10 minutes away. Coming from a millwork background, 10 years in a shop in Chicago, and then going from there into renovations. That's where I see our company going now. I've been exposed to just about every design element that you can imagine, from historic to traditional to modern to mid-century to contemporary to now transitional. I've had the great opportunity of working with a lot of designers from around the world. It would be all finished carpentry at all levels, from a whole house millwork package if you want us to come in and just do all of the trim in the house, the doors, the casing, the crown moldings, the ceilings, we could do that. If it's an installation of a high-end cabinetry that maybe you purchase from one of the suppliers in town or somewhere else, we can accommodate that installation. Or if you need all the custom cabinetry built, we can handle that as well. So anything from a finished carpentry, fine millwork standpoint, that's what we focus on. Our process really is tailored to the client. Sometimes the client knows exactly what they want. Sometimes they don't know what they want. And it takes more than one visit. We've succeeded best from a design build standpoint. Most of our successful projects were started at somebody's kitchen table with a sketch pad, trying to figure out what the client's wants and needs were, putting them into some sort of a drafted form, and then establishing a budget for that. The process a lot of people take is, first thing you do is run to an architect. Now he draws something that maybe addresses their wants and needs with no idea of budget. And I've seen so many projects with great intentions. Everybody gets excited. We've got a set of drawings. They send it out for bid only to find out that it's way beyond what they wanted to pay or what they plan on expending. So it's a lot of wasted effort, a lot of hard feelings. With our experience, we're able to develop that budget. I don't need full set of drawings. We don't need full specifications. We can set ranges and allowances for what it takes. We have a strong database. With 40 years in the business, we have a very powerful database of what those costs might be. So we can generally get a client within 15–20% of what that final cost would be. When we can do that, now we can pull the trigger and engage to the next step, which would be the design and architecture. They can hand us the carpentry and forget about it. We understand how all the finishes come together, whether it's the marble, the tile, the countertops, the wall coverings, the draperies, whatever it might be. So when we're out there installing, we don't have blinders on. We see everything that's going on around us. And even though we're not contracting those things, we know how they need to come together. And so we're involved in that whole process. They're not going to get that from another contracting company in town. And that's really because of our general contracting experience. I think there's 60 of these homes in Old Naples now, and a lot of them are prime for restoration. Right now, I would say our wheelhouse is in the Old Naples area, and that's getting people's attention. What we did was we removed the entire first floor system of the house, shored up the second floor, and we found a reclaimed white oak floor system that we put in. We moved forward with the kitchen renovation, along with a lot of other modifications to the first floor, which was wrapping some columns and some ceiling details. We replaced a bunch of windows and doors on the second floor. We took his existing wood floors and they put an application on there where they painted and sanded them down to look like an old painted, worn out floor. We remodeled the second floor bathroom. Everywhere in the house, the exterior of the house is all cedar originally. We were able to match that up with some John Hardy concrete plank. So every wall of the house that we touched, we replaced with that John Hardy. Along with that came with rebuilding of the decks. It's got this unique railing system, which on the front porch, back porch, and the second floor, which was 2x4s, and it was all rotted. We were able to resource some PVC products from Versatech. So we were able to rebuild all of the exterior railing systems from PVC. Yet if you look at them today, they look like painted 2x4s, but it's virtually indestructible. That's really what got the attention of a number of neighbors because they seen that we could do this without wood. So the screen porch went on this past year where we ripped out the old porch. Along with the screen porch, we did the conversion of the carport into what we call a she shed now. It came out really nice. We ground the concrete down, put some cabinetry in there and some storage solutions for them, and an old-fashioned laundry tub, and built her a potting bench because, as you can see, she does a lot of planning. The advantages to restoring some of these historical homes is that we're grandfathered in to the footprint, and we even extended that screen porch that we put on the back of the home is also non-conforming, but we were allowed to do it because of the historical nature. If this house was torn down and we went by the city standards, it would be a third of this size because we have a front setback, a side setback, and a rear setback. So that is the advantage, that you can not just maintain the original footprint, you can expand on that footprint if you go through that process that we went through. When we did go to Planning Commission and we did go to City Council and they found out it was historic house, it was unanimous. Unanimous. People were thrilled that we were doing the project. So if you're considering purchasing or restoring a historical structure in the city of Naples, I'd strongly recommend that you go to the Historical Society and see Elaine Reed, the director there. She can steer you in the right direction. That is their job, that is their vision, that's their passion, is to restore these old homes. Having Elaine Reed and Historical Society as an alliance and going forward is definitely the way to go. They're amazing people down there, and we hope to be doing some more work with them here in the near future. At that time, the Historical Society was starting this project to try and get some relief for these historical homes because so many people are tearing them down, and there's no need to any longer. Putting the right team together is important. It's the most important thing. Going to the Historical Society for clear direction, then getting the right team, whether it's the contractor, the architect, designer, that are familiar with these old homes is the key. It really is the key. That feeling that comes from taking something old and bringing it back to life. This project here was a perfect example of Steve was sitting on his back porch that was constructed and called me and just called me to thank me. He just said, we had a vision and you made it come true. And there's no other job I think that you could get that, right, from other than doing the renovations. I don't know that there's too many cottages in Naples that look quite like this.